Dun dun dun. Let me play the ads. Do the socials. Hello, Lunatic. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing good. Yes. Let me... Okay. Everything all right? Everything looks okay? Doing all right? That's good. I'm doing good too. Still recovering. That was like a really nasty flu. I have a feeling it's one of those where it's like the flu is already gone, but I still got a lot of... You're gonna get a lot of like I don't know the name. The gooey stuff. You still get a lot of gooey stuff in your body that you gotta get off. But like, I think I'm sounding alright, so that is good. Hold up. Let me do a thing real quick. Interesting. Increase mode smile sensitive. There we go. Okay. Oh, are we done? I think we're done. I think we can start. And hello everyone. How's everyone doing today? Welcome, Lunatic. How are you doing today? Yes, this. Oh my god, Miku. Hey Kaz, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Yes, Miku. Her name is Miku, ooh-ee-you. Her name is Miku, ooh-ee-you. Na 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 na. Anyways. I actually need to pull up a reference for her. Otherwise, I'm gonna forget like a sock or a number out of place. But yes, we're doing Miku. This is a Patreon poll that I did a while ago. That I didn't forget, but there were issues. The issues was I got swamped with commissions, which isn't really that bad of an issue. It's kind of like suffering from success, really. But it did affect my time. I see it shows Miko out of the three-way tie. Yes. Also that. I figured Miko is like universally loved. So that is why I picked her. Now let me see. Yeah, this is the Clotus layer. And this is the tingles that are in front. This is the arm layer. I think. Yeah, no, we can just do it on the arm layer. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Did I already do? No. Okay, so let's get started. So everyone, hope everyone's been doing good this week. Been doing good last week too. I hope sound is okay. Let me know. And now we need some music that I forgot to put on the. Hold up. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I actually don't want to draw on the arm in case I do something wrong. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. And we're gonna go. Nico has... It's kind of like a cone thing. So in order for the cone thing to work, we do it like this. Yeah. The thing that I dislike with characters that have like too much black in them is it's always kinda weird when it comes to translating it to pixel art. Because at the same time, it allows for you to put less details, but on the other hand, you get a whole lot of less details. Like how I can't quite make heads or tail of where the sleeve starts and where the skirt starts. So I try to make a lighter tone of dark and use that every so often to create contrast. For instance, right here. Let me do these real quick. Okay. Na, 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 na. I'm gonna try to go to singing lessons this week. I couldn't go last week because I was just too bad. Wish me luck. Wish me luck, chat. Oh, I see. So you got like a... This is a pretty sleek design detail, by the way. Can I just say, pretty sleek? Sleek like a leak, even. Sleek like a leak. There we go. Guys, I have an important announcement. I'm afraid to say I have quitted playing... I have quitted playing Pokemon Pocket. For one very, very simple reason. I honestly... It was... They did a thing to the game that kind of changed how I engaged with it a little bit. And I started to not like that. A lot. They added a ranked mode. The game used to be 1000% casual. But there were a few things here and there about the game that I didn't quite appreciate as much. The one thing is that it does the same thing that every other gacha does, where it tries to... I don't have a better word, I'm just gonna say tame. It tried to tame you into joining in every single day to get every single reward. Twice a day even. You get 2 boosters per day. And then you go every day and open your little booster of the day. And it was pretty fun at first. But then it started to feel more and more like an obligation, and sometimes getting specific cards. Like, it wasn't even about the rarity of the cards, it was just getting the specific cards. You could low roll and just never get the one card that you want for that one deck you want to try out, right? So then you're every day you're waking up with the expectation, is this the day I'm gonna draw the card, I'm gonna get the card, and then I didn't, and then another day passed by. And honestly, one, it was started to getting a little bit on my nerve. Another thing that was happening was, because there was a ranked mode, I was starting to care about keeping up with a meta, right? So I stopped just trying to have dumb deck ideas of my own, and I was watching content creators to figure out how to make the best deck possible and stuff like that, right? Which would sometimes require cards that I didn't have. One really sad thing that happened was there was a game season where I really wanted to play this one deck, and I just couldn't play that deck at all. And then, when it was finally time to... when I finally got the cards to play the deck was bad in the meta because a new collection came out and I could finally get the other cards through the power of trading, which is a thing in the game. You can trade cards in the game if you're lacking a specific card, but the plot twist is you can only trade cards from older collections. Hey Rose! Hey Rose! How are you doing? So I waited a whole month to play with the deck, and when I got the cards, the deck was not winning at all. It was already power crapped. It was completely power crapped, so I couldn't get to play with the deck that much. And honestly, I'm okay, she's just waking up too early so I can hang out here. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that you're here. Doing okay-ish. I see. Just don't get a headache from waking up too early, okay? So yeah, so that was... And I appreciate your reward, pixelart. Aw, thank you. We're doing Miku today. We are doing Miku. The Miku never dies. Hold up. This is the one. But yeah, so there were like these nuisances essentially with the game. And I ended up deciding that it was better to stop. Also, it was also kind of freaky because when I started paying close attention to what I was watching, I was just watching card game streams, and I wanted to watch other things, but I didn't. You know when you like have... it was a little bit like a comfort content to watch other people playing the Pokemon Pocket game, right? But it started getting to a point where I stopped going to watch it consciously, and I just watched it even when there were other things to watch. And I started being like, not entirely sure how I am liking how this is affecting me, you know? So that's why I decided to quit Pokemon Pocket. I swear, card games are my addiction weakness. Card games are my addiction weakness. Like, seriously. And every so often, I also did like, do you guys ever do this? Do you guys ever go to your YouTube or Twitch and you just start doing like springtime cleaning, where you look to see if there are people who have like quit doing content creation and you're still following them? I have to do that every once in a while. It sometimes, like, it's very, very sad. You're like, oh my god, that's right, this guy used to do like these cool videos and he just vanished. Goddamn. Okay, so we should do I have a few details I should add to the skirt now. Let's see here. Here we go. There we go. Now we get this shade here. And we can add it to add some 3D elements to our skirt. There we go. I'm hearing my dog barking in the yard. I think she really, there's like a cat that keeps appearing on the other side of the other side of the gate. And she like hates that the cat does that. She doesn't want the cat to be like anywhere near our gate. She thinks it's gonna invade, because technically it does. It does invade. Every so often, cattle will jump off from the rooftop over there. So it's like a cat passageway. And it really annoys her. It really annoys her. It's really funny. It's really funny. And to her, this is like the ultimate insult. She feels so disrespected. Ah, poor thing. Poor Lila. Do, 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 do. Do, do. Hello, Lila. Hello, Mamachi. Here. I think this. Let me get to the sleeve again. Oh yeah, Lunatic, since you're here, and to everyone that's here too, I want you guys' opinion. I made a cap. I made a cap for the Virgin Killer sweater outfit. And I don't know what the hell this is. Ah, okay, never mind. This is something that can be deleted. Damn stray pixels. Nice cap, nice. The thread is sticking out. What thread? It is purple, I love it. Hey cutie kitty, welcome to the stream. Ah, the thread, okay, okay. My god, I was low. Okay, I understood the joke. It's very funny, Momochi. It's just that since I took too long to think about it, I can't laugh anymore, but... Ow. I will unravel the entire outfit and cry. No! Oh my god, that's so lewd. You're gonna make me naked. You're gonna make me naked. That's lewd. Then Twitch is gonna ban me. Then what will I do? I'll be homeless. I'll be Twitchless. Naked? Naked! And then I'm gonna have to string on kicks. Oh god, no. Oh god, no. By the way, fun fact. Blue Sky... Apparently Blue Sky is adding a feature. Coming soon TM. Some people got it. Not everyone though. Where you... If you're streaming, it will alert that you're streaming. Kinda like... I think... X does this, but only to paying customers, and Blue Sky is gonna do this for everyone from my understanding. So that's very nice. Facebook is a great place to stream. Yeah, me and all the bots that post pictures of celebrities are gonna have such a blast together. We're gonna have so much fun. We're gonna share AI pictures of each other that have malicious links attached to them. By the way, that's a thing. That is a thing, by the way. Like, if you guys ever wondered why there are, like, bot accounts on Facebook that keep sharing just random AI-generated images of, like, cozy places and stuff like that. The reason for that is that apparently you do that to click farm because you generate a huge amount of content. And you get free clicks from people who aren't paying attention, right? And then, once you have enough of a following, you start putting malicious links in the pictures. So when the person clicks to enhance the picture, they go to a phishing site. And that's how these accounts make money. And that's like, goddamn, what is going on here? Okay, so this is the tie. That is fine. Nothing wrong with that. Although, if you're speaking, preferably this area should have some skin. Yeah. Okay, so this area should have some skin. Cool. Yeah, no, there we go. Now, yeah, and then they come up, they give you the malicious phishing links. It's like, goddamn. AI generated content, everyone. This is what it's really for. Yay! That in Duolingo, apparently. But anyways, enough without that. And once again, I hope everyone is doing fine. But yeah, for those are the reasons why I have retired as a Pokemon Pocket addict, I guess. And there we go. That's a nice smile. That's a nice smile, I think. Yeah. Just a second. There we go. Okay. We got a good Hatsune Miku going. Now, we need to think of a weapon for Hatsune Miku. What kind of weapon does Hatsune Miku use? Does Hatsune Miku have a Fortnite gun? What's the Fortnite gun Hatsune Miku weapon like, I wonder? She is in Fortnite and she's also in Magic the Gathering. A leak? Ah. Okay. Gotcha. So she just shoots out of a leak. I mean, veggie? Let's see. Leak. It's not that hard. I don't think. Let's try and make a very sleek leak. A leak that's sleek. Okay. It's already cylindrical, so that's something. Yeah. We are just getting started. Yeah, but hell, oh my god, Miko, famous creator of Fortnite and Minecraft. Hello, Medina, how are you doing? Indeed. Is Fortnite, Minecraft, and Magic the Gathering, Miko? Yes, and she is also a character in Jashin Dropkick. No, really. There's an anime called Jashin Sama Dropkick, and Miku appears so much in there. For no apparent reason. What if she ate it and boomeranged? You know, I could make a giant version. And she just holds it like a bazooka. She's holding it normal, but on the back she's holding it like a bazooka. Yeah, no, that can work. Hold up. Enhance. What if she accidentally sits on a huge leak? That I can't do, Medina. That is gonna be for... That is not allowed on Twitch. I mean, I could do it. I'm not gonna be able to stream it, though. Which actually does raise a question. If you guys are interested at all in Patreon rewards that are NSFW. Oh yeah, chat, by the way. The other day, a thought had occurred to me. A very important thought. So, I don't know if you guys are aware that there is a dichotomy when it comes to ninjas. That supposedly the female word for ninja is actually kunoichi. But when text describes kunoichi, they describes them as like seducers more than infiltrators. They're essentially honeypot strat, right? And that actually got me thinking. Truth be told, there were a very large amount of samurai that were more interested in the D than they were in the VAG, right? Medina gets it. Medina gets it. Exactly. I was thinking, what if male kunoichi? What if the word isn't actually gender-based and is actually a subcategory of ninja? So you have the ninja being essentially the scout assassinator that we all used to know and love, right? And then you have the kunoichi, which is the more like the seducer type of infiltrator that seduces the target and it makes them spill the beans, essentially. Miss Mort, also come on, manly men hanging out with other men, be obsessed with sword or not gay coded? That's, they fuck it so hard. I thought Kunoichi were more like healing type ninja. Naruto universe is my base knowledge. Yeah, so... obviously, especially because Sakura was like 12 and was having Kunoichi lessons, she was not gonna learn how to seduce a man. However, I do remember this one random scene where they, in order to be a good kunoichi, they were being taught how to do ikebana. This got dark quickly. No. What I'm saying is that the Naruto universe adapted the idea of kunoichi, but they were taught how to do ikebana. So basically, the idea was for the kunoichi to learn how to pretend to act like, quote, normal women, right? So that their actual actiony stuff wouldn't call too much attention to them. Which makes sense. I am not sure if Naruto and Sasuke were taught how to farm rice so they could blend in farmers, but really they should. Actually, that should be part of their curriculum. But you know, Naruto world building is kinda weird, and the main reason for the flower lessons to even be there in the story in the first place was that, you know, right, Sakura's rival had a bunch of flower themed around her. She was good with flowers, essentially. She even has like a flower shop and stuff like that, right? So that was there mostly to be like, Ino knows how to be more womanly than Sakura, and that will help sparking up the rivalry between the love of Sasuke, the bad brooding bitch that everyone loves, you know? Including Naruto. Sasuke is Naruto's toxic boyfriend, and you can't tell me otherwise. Meanwhile, Sasuke was into Naruto. Honestly, like, right from the start, I remember that Sakura was making fun of Naruto, and she got scolded by Sasuke. She actually got scolded by Sasuke. Sasuke later was just his side bitch, Emo, not even joking. I love Kakashi and Guy. Oh, Guy is amazing. They both are. Man, Rocket Lee was done dirty. It's kind of funny. Rock Lee had such a compelling side story that a lot of people to this day confuse the themes of Naruto with the themes of Rock Lee's story arc. I like Kakashi when I was younger, but also I had a bias towards Sharingan. I just like eye magic. Because like a lot of people complain, and honestly me included, that Naruto felt like at the beginning it was about hard work overcoming geniuses, overcoming the concept of genius and natural born talent, right? But then somewhere along the line it's revealed that Naruto comes from the line of Ninja Jesus and eugenics, and also his father used to be the last leader of the Leaf Village, and there were all these like plot points that were meant to justify Naruto just being the most awesome PP person that was ever conceived, right? Which happens a lot in shonen, honestly. But it did feel like that for a little bit because of both Rock Lee, because Rock Lee as a character was the embodiment of trying to overcome natural talent with hard work. To the point where Mighty Guy tells him that he has the innate talent of being hardworking. Your talent is being hardworking. Your talent is being able to train harder than anyone else. Yeah, like everyone loved Rock Lee. Everyone loved Rock Lee, but narratively speaking, his purpose in the narrative was to be the guy that gets beaten by the raw talent and establishes how much of a threat Gaara and Sasuke can be. Which is why I say he was done dirty. He was done dirty by the author and the plot. Like, he's so popular that he even got like a chibi spin-off series. Did you guys see that? I haven't, but it looked cute. Okay, so I made the whole leak and it's barely visible. That's okay. At least we got the idea of the leak. Thank you! Now I just have to do this like 6 more times. And we're good to go. That the fourth Hokage was Naruto's father was actually a retcon Kishimoto's part. I know. Like, a lot, unfortunately, this is the thing, right? People bitch and moan a lot about retcons, but there is one big important truth about retcons in shonen series. It's a weekly serialization thing. When the guy starts, he doesn't have everything in order. He doesn't really have everything figured out. He has to see what people are responding to in the plot and adjust accordingly. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. And also the editor will ask for changes, right? And you gotta do it, because the editor is the boss. He's the one who's gonna prove shit for you. And also he's got your back, really. Oh, interesting. Oh, this is actually not good. Hold up. Hold up, this is bad. Now I wonder what editor Kun did not let go through. But I remember that scene. Many people was like that when Rock Lee took off his weight against Gaara. Yeah. Like Rock Lee was so strong in his characterization, right? It was such a huge moment, and he had a skill where he pushed himself to the limit and to the point of nearly breaking. He was like the perfect underdog. In many senses, he was more of a shonen protag than Naruto was. And I mean that. He was protagging so much harder than Naruto at that point in the story. Now, where are these little points coming from? Dead pixels. I still really like the scene with Mighty Guy versus Madara. Mighty Guy was another really cool cool character. There we go. Okay. We got the dead pixels out of the way. We did. Here. Okay, so this one's gonna be tricky because I didn't plan that well ahead. There we go. Good. Okay, I think we're good. Hey, sorry bot defeated another bot. Thank God. Thank God Surrybot is on our side. Good job, Surrybot. Good job, good bot. Okay, so where is this? Well, alright then, let's do this. Man, the way the pixels are distributed, This is actually a bit of an issue. Shotamate. Let me delete these dead pixels. There are dead pixels everywhere. And have these. It's gonna be bad for editing. Don't worry, Kib. Twitch, Kib is not working Naked Mitko, he's clothing her. Exactly. Twitch, it's fine. Don't get twitchy, it's fine. Twitchy, no twitching. Whenever I hear Twitch's name, to this day I still remember the rat from League of Legends. And I actually actively thought the name was because of the rat from League of Legends. Because it's like, oh, all I used Twitch when I first started using Twitch was to watch League of Legends tournaments. I'm like, oh yeah, the place that you can watch League of Legends tournaments, Twitch, because of Twitch the rat, obviously. Obviously that's why it's called that. I can see no other reason why. It's true. I really didn't. Why is Twitch site called Twitch? Well, you see, Lunatic, I have no idea. That's why to this day I still remember my theory, because it seems like the most acceptable theory. With an actual lack of anything else, right? I feel like it's valid. I wonder if it has like a really, really weird reason behind it. Twitch should be split up like Twitch games, Twitch politics, and Twitch adult section would make it a lot less weird. Honestly, probably would. The main issue, it seems, as usual, is the fact that there is a very elusive and skittish race that the internet harvests for energy. They are known as advertisers, and due to their excessive skittishness, you have to be extremely careful with everything you do, otherwise you scare them, and then you can't harvest their energy to make your site work. Which isn't quite how things work, but it's honestly pretty close to home. The internet is run by ads, unfortunately. According to Google, it was inspired by the term Twitch gameplay, which I have never heard that term before. I never heard that term before either. All I know is that Twitch had some interesting policies when it first started. Did you know that us talking like this right now was considered against Twitch's term of service originally? Did you guys know that? In different cultures makes it even weirder. A single boob is a no-go in American culture, while gore is a no issue at all. In Europe it's different. What? Yes. Content creators were not allowed to acknowledge chat originally on Twitch. I know. You could stream your game to people. You could talk all you wanted in the game, but you weren't allowed to actually address your chat directly. I don't know why. I am that Medina, I have to say though, that trying to figure out why that makes sense is like one of the greatest mysteries on the internet for me. Because like, is there a world where that makes sense, you know? A boob isn't the issue, the nipple is the issue. You can walk outside with your boobs out as long as the nipples are covered. Can you though? Hold up. There we go. In Belgium and Netherlands, yes. Ah, okay. I thought you were talking about America, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's not the case in America. I got scared for a little bit. It's like, in America? Depends. If you're a big streamer and the CEO of Twitch likes you, you can do basically anything. Oh, yeah. Land of free, but nips banned? Yeah, right. Free the nips. In the US, yeah, Silent Iris did that and it was Lego. See. I bet that sparked like one hell of a shitstorm media-wise, right? But then again, that was probably the point. Guys, fun fact. Do you know why celebrities will often get into scandals that seem practically on purpose? Like the whole, like how some celebrities will start to be like, I'm starting my wild phase and I'm gonna divulge sex tapes of myself and stuff like that. You know why they do that? Apparently, there's a psychological phenomenon that human beings pay more attention to things that have shifted their status quo. So let's say if you have this is the principle behind farming drama, by the way. Drugs? That reminds me of something I saw once a long time ago. A lady woke up her nicks on the beach somewhere and someone came up to her and told her to cover her nips. She gave her these nip covers, which were the same color as the nips and were the same shape. I was so confused to the point of what that was. That sounds like some sort of very creative protest? But at the same time, I don't think so. But yeah, so the reason celebrities do these is actually to gather public attention. Because people pay attention to things that have changed the status quo. And why are these pixels here? Speaking of things that have changed the status quo, these pixels are not supposed to be here. I don't even, they're supposed to be all the way here. There we go. So no, it's not drugs, it's because it's a way to gain public attention once more. I'm not gonna say all of these are on purpose, but you can tell that there are some that were pretty much like marketed this way. So that they get some extra time in the spotlight. Essentially, it's a marketing tactic. Okay, so there is no good way to do this. All right. But yeah, also drugs help a lot of the time. Anyways. But yeah, I still think it's wild that there used to be a Twitch with no chat interaction. You could use an intermediate color. I could, but I just wanted to change the color, and turns out it wasn't that much work. Finding an intermediate color and doing the change would actually take longer in this case. At the end of the day, there are plenty of things you can do, but also you have to figure out which of them are worth doing. And seriously, I don't know how I did this thing with the skirt that it got clipped on the first one. I am impressed by my own ability to have done that. There we go. Now sleeve. Magical. Magical indeed. More magical than a magical girl. Magical girl. Is there there's a magical girl Miku, right? There's already a magical girl Miku. That actually reminds me, I saw a VTuber who teaches design, and she is making a competition for making a clown Miku design. Classy Miku! I can't wait to see how it's gonna pan out, how the competition is gonna pan out. Maybe we do it like this. Feels like too many pixels? Nah. I googled Magical Girl Miku and saw one result and had Queen of Hatred flashbacks. Fair enough. Man, Limbus Company is gonna be fun. I haven't actually touched on the story mode yet. I kinda want to save it until the Rupture thing is more well structured. Miku is in my definition a magical girl, indeed. You know what's also funny about Miku? Here's a fun fact about Miku you may not realize. There are 2 animes where a Hatsune Miku standing is the main villain. And one of them is also a game. Did you guys know that Evil Hatsune Miku is that popular? No, damn. So the first one you may have heard of, it's an anime called Recreators. It's a really good anime, by the way. Highly recommend it. It is one of those animes that kinda has it all. It was really popular, particularly because the songs were like absolute bangers. Absolute bangers. The songs for that anime were so good. Even though the lyrics felt kinda dopey at the same time, they were amazing. The music goes something like, I'm screaming something to you, while scream something to me. Na 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 na. I'm screaming something to you, while scream something to me. Na 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 na. So the plot of Recreators is essentially there is a gate type thing. It's a reverse isekai, basically. Is the plot screaming? The plot is communication. So in a sense, yes. The plot is about communication. Oh, so basically there's like a gate thingy, and the characters from works of fiction enter the real world. So basically light novel characters start getting transported to the real world. And here's where things get like, you get like a real big kick in the teeth. about the plot. Well, some of them are not very happy. Because, you know, if special anime visual novel, your life is an excellent. Imagine fucking Eren Yeager getting thrown into Tokyo and finding out that the reason he lives behind a wall and he is gonna do genocide and the Titans terrorize everything is because some idiot with a pen is drawing the story and he doesn't even know how to end it. And it's gonna make him do genocides later because he doesn't really know what to do with the character. Now, if I were Eren, I'd be pretty pissed, you know? And that's kind of the plot. That's kind of the plot. Depending on the genre and the type of character, the characters way want to either rebel against the humans, or help them, depending on the type of character they are, what is their plot, what is their motivation, their morals, right? It's super interesting. It's super interesting. There's one character that's like a hard-boiled detective. And it's like, oh, by the way, here's your... He discovers his altar, which is a lady. And technically, she is the reason his wife died. She is the reason he was left for dead in the last chapter. Yeah, what if Helsing turned up? Yeah, exactly. This is the type of stuff that the anime wants to try to answer. There is a character in that anime that is so freaking OP. So freaking OP. And basically, that character only existed as like a one-shot character, a one-shot villain for a supernatural Conan-esque series where the detective solves the case of how the murder uses their literal stand powers. Because her character has a power where if she can get someone to tell a lie, she can turn the lie into truth. So essentially, she has the power to make anything happen as long as she can get another person to say it for her. That's the power. That's the character's power. Me and the 7032 Kirito clone exist the portal to meet the 300 Kirito clones who started the club. Hacking scary if you ask me. She is like amazing. And like the first thing she does is kill her altar. She kills them in like 5 seconds. Mostly because she was insulted at how wasted her character was wasted in the story. She was just insulted. After that, she's like so psychopathic and so sadistic. She actually starts fighting to protect the world. Kind of reminds me of AI Love You, where the MC made a reality engine that could bring an AI to reality. That's kind of the plot of Miside too, isn't it? She is so sadistic and she loves to see people suffering so much that she actually decides to protect the real world, because all she has to do to get the jollies is turn on the news report. No, really. No, really. Amazing character. Amazing character. I kind of love her. I kind of love her. There was so basically what the anime characters, they divide into two groups. One group wants to rebel against humans and either take revenge or force them to rewrite their stories. Because technically this is like a golden opportunity. You get to meet God, and God is flashy and much weaker than you. You can bully them into making your wishes come true, right? Kind of an interesting opportunity if you stop to think about it. So some of the characters want to do that. And some of the characters just want to find a way to put everyone back in their place to not upset any sort of cosmic balance. And the main antagonist is a Hatsune Miku standing. She's practically a Vocaloid. She isn't a character from any actual properties. She is basically Hatsune Miku, a character that everyone can mold into doing whatever they want. She has a bunch of videos on she has a ton of videos on Nico Nico, and she has the power of every video. Like, by the rules of the anime, think about Hatsune Miku for a second. Think about everything that Hatsune Miku can embody. Now imagine if she had the power to embody everything at once. That's the Hatsune Miku villain you're fighting. She can be a general because of the Senbou Akura music. She can have a Glock. She can have hypnosis powers. She can turn into a bunny suit. She can do all the shit. Every single shit everyone has ever wrote her being able to do, she can do it. The world truly is hers. I for one submit to our new Miku Overlord. Probably wise, probably wise. And it's really interesting because there's also a dynamic of, okay, what determines what a character is capable of in this show? And the answer is public perception. The fictional characters can only materialize because the public perceives them to be so. So they're literally powered by their own fans, who, through the medium of the story, understand what happens to them. Kiddies, I gotta go now. Have a lovely stream and see you all soon. Miko looks lovely. Great work, Kiba. Alright, Medina, have a good one. So there is even a plot point where, in order to power up to fight against evil Hatsune Miku, the author of one of the main characters leaks a design change for the character and a brand new power on the internet so people can read about it and incorporate it as like part of the canon. Because the canon is determined by the people who read the material. And you have to bring the new powers into the canon in order for the character to actually be able to use them. It's super cool. It's so cool. It's so cool. It's such a good show. Give it a watch whenever you can. It's so good. It's so good. There's also one point in the show where the animators flip out and they make an extra episode where they go about why the design of the evil standing for Miko sucks and is horrible to animate and has a terrible silhouette, and they make one character go into detail and how they are tired of animating the character. It's the little things. It's the little things that make it matter more. You know? But that's a really good show. That's a really good show. The other one is a weird one.